Hello, Mr. Garcia.
Well, I don't want to.
All right, what is wrong with your home visits?
No, I just have one discussion with him whenever they approach the house. My neighbor's been complaining, saying, "Neighbor, why are these officers approaching your house the way they're approaching it?" And so it was kind of embarrassing. So I had addressed my neighbors. I'm all like, I don't know, they're looking for somebody. I had to. And so anyways, when they came to visit my home, I said, listen, I don't mind not coming out. I mean, because it's my requirement for probation. I said, it's by the judge, which is fine. I said, but y'all need to come in the evenings because I get off work at 6, and by the time I get home, like 7:30.
Well, let me ask you this. Why was the home in such a state of disarray? And they described it as a complete mess.
No, it was not, man. I was having a conversation with them, and it seems to me that the supervisor that was there, he has visited my house numerous of times, and there was no issues. And I talked to him, like, I just told him, I said, listen, y'all are standing in each corner of the house, like if somebody's gonna run out. I said,
Well, that's the way they do it,
yeah,
and that's the way they have to do
I
it.
did not know that was a safety protocol, and I
Yes.
said, I understand that because of the fact that some homes they do visit probably are a lot different than my household. But I told him, I said, listen, y'all came out numerous of times already, and y'all met my family. I mean, I don't have no issues. I never did have any issues. I told him, I said, but we already met. It's like,
No, I ordered this.
no,
Yeah.
this is me talking to them.
Okay.
I said, we already met. I mean, I said, I just wish y'all would just, like, come to the door and we're here, like, it's not. And that's it. And that's all the discussion I have with them. And then I'm all like, well, we're here right now. Like, you know what, forget it. You talk to the judge and you tell the judge that. And I'm all like, no, I was gonna come see you until the supervisor requested for me to go inside of probation and go talk to him.
Mhm.
And I talked to him too. I said, listen, I said, I know it's under that's what the judge ordered, which is fine. I don't have no problem. I did not know it was a safety protocol the way they approach it. Now I'm all like, okay, that's fine.
All right.
I
So
understand
here's the
that.
thing. I say that there are 9 people living in the home, 3 underage children,
Yes, ma'am.
2 other adults, and all of them are on probation for the same charge.
It's just 3. Yeah, three of those that are, yes, ma'am.
So technically, when you're on probation, you're not allowed to be around other people who are on probation.
Well, that's my wife and my.
I know.
Yeah. and
No,
we-
I understand,
yes, ma'am.
but those are the rules.
Yes, ma'am.
So the fact that you're being allowed to live in a home with other people on probation,
I got you. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
now you've been on probation since September
Yes, ma'am.
2021.
Yes, ma'am.
We are now in 2022, about to go into 2023.
Yes, ma'am.
You owe $121,000 in restitution.
Yes, ma'am.
And in all of that time, you've only paid $672.
I got a mortgage I gotta pay and I got kids too.
No, I understand that, and they're children. And guess what? The people that you took $127,000 from, they have a mortgage, they have children, they gotta eat, they want their money back. And I don't know why people think that you can steal from other people and take $100,000 or $200,000 and then say, well, I gotta eat. Because the people you stole money from have to eat. They have a mortgage to pay. And what if they're dependent on you to pay your restitution to them so that they can eat and they can pay their mortgage and they can take care of their children, and you're not doing that? So you're going to be put on a payment plan and you're going to follow that payment plan. I know you should have been able to pay more than $672 since September 2021.
Yes, ma'am.
And if there are 3 adults living in that home, then they should be splitting the costs. And if none of them are carrying the weight as far as helping with mortgage, helping with food, helping with all of the expenses for the home, then maybe they need to go, because then maybe they're just dead weight. And that's for the adults, not the children. They're child labor laws. They can't work. But people, the other adults in that home should be working.
I stress every day about the restitution. I'm not trying to avoid it, ma'am.
Well, I mean, you're stressing about it. but-
It's hard. It's really.
Of course, it's hard,
I'm trying to get another job.
but it was
that I can
easy to
pay-
steal.
I'm trying to get another job so that way I could contribute towards the restitution. I have been trying, but they're not just, once they look at the background, it's not.
Oh, I see signs everywhere. And you know what the problem is? The problem is sometimes people don't want to work in certain places because they consider it beneath them. Like you can do construction, you can work at Subway, you can work at McDonald's. And I'm telling you, McDonald's need a lot of workers now because it's the final farewell tour of the McRib. They say it's not coming back. So there are things that you can do. And you haven't even been paying $100 a month. So you're telling me you could not even pay $100 a month. That's unacceptable.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're going to sit down and you're going to come up with the budget and you're going to be paying that per month towards this $121,000 that you owe. You understand? Probation on Mr. Robert Garcia. He needs to come up with a budget and he needs to pay something every month to restitution. So that's what's going to happen with that. Your conditions of probation are going to be amended. And you're going to be on intensive supervision. So they'll be able to visit your home in the evenings.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're going to have a curfew. If you're not working, you need to be at your house.
Yes, ma'am.
So Mr. Garcia, he's going to give you a budget and he's going to pay something at least every month towards this restitution. I'm going to alter the main conditions for ISP so that they can do visitations in the evenings. And he has a curfew. And his curfew is going to be 7 p.m. unless he is at work. Do you have any questions about anything?
No, ma'am.
All right. And I understand that people don't want everybody to know that I'm on probation or have people approaching the house in a certain way, but that's a part of being on probation.
I've been drug testing come out clean. There have not been any issues with my status as far as me being on probation. He just had told me, the supervisor had told me, well, maybe we could recommend him coming out twice a month to see you for 6 months. So that way we could tell the judge that, he's been compliant and handled the issues with them. So that way it would just be random instead of being like every month. That's what he approached me where we were gonna come see you today. I didn't know it was gonna be so aggressive towards whatever he said or whatever the statement was on there.
Oh, we're not aggressive in court.
No, I'm saying on as far as what the statement was or what they reported.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Have a wonderful evening.
All right. You two just sit on the front row.
Yes, ma'am.
Like 6 a.m. or 5 a.m.
He's allowed to work. So the exception to the curfew is work. But so find out what his work schedule is in the morning and give him an hour before. And then he needs to be home by 7 p.m. unless he's working. All right, thank you.